You're listening to Stream, the podcast that tells you what's streaming on platform for subscription, rent, or buy. I want to talk about movies coming out streaming the week of May the 14th. The first one came out streaming on May the 10th, called The Perfect Candidate. 92% of tomato meter, 75% audience score. When Miriam, a hardworking young doctor in a small-town clinic, is prevented from flying to Dubai for a conference without a male guardian's approval, she seeks help from a politically connected cousin, but inadvertently registers as a candidate for the municipal council. Miriam sees the election as a way to fix the muddy road in front of her clinic, but her campaign slowly garners broader appeal. It's a drama. It's in Arabic, directed by Hafez Al-Mansour, produced by Hafez Al-Mansour, Gerhard Mexner, Brad Nyman, Roman Paul. Written by Hafez Al-Mansour and Brad Nyman. It's also going to be limited in theaters on the 14th. Is 1 hour and 41 minutes long by Razor Film Production, GmbH, Al Mansur Est for Audiovisual Media NDR. Some of the cast and crew, I'm sorry, I'm going to mess these up, I already know it. Tarek Al-Khaldi as Omar, Shafi Al-Harthi as Mohammed, Khalid Abdul Rahim as Abdulaziz, Nora Al-Hawad as Sarah, Day Al-Hilali as Selma, Mila Al-Zarani as Dr. Mariam Al-Safan. And this one, couldn't find any streaming anywhere. But I did search a little bit more and I found it available to buy on Apple iTunes. Or Apple TV. Sorry, Apple TV. Alright, Those Who Wish Me Dead. Now these are the 14th. 62% of tomato meter, 85% of the audience score. A smoke jumper and a traumatized boy fight for their lives as two relentless assassins pursue them through a raging fire in the Montana wilderness. It's rated R for strong violence and language throughout. It's a mystery and thriller action. Directed by Taylor Sheridan. Produced by Stephen Zalian, Garrett Bosch, Aaron L. Gilbert, Kevin Turin, and Taylor Sheridan. Written by Michael Curiota, Charles Levitt, and Taylor Sheridan. It's also in theaters. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes long by Broad Studios, Creative Wealth Media Finance, and Film Rights. Some of the cast and crew: Jake Weber as Owen, Nicholas Hoult as Patrick, Aidan Gillen as Jack, John Bernthal as Ethan, Finn Little as Connor, and Angelina Jolie as Hannah. And this one is streaming on HBO Max. The Djinn, D-G-I-N-N, or D-J-I-N-N, sorry. 87% on tomato meter, 80% on the audience score. A mute boy becomes trapped in his apartment with a sinister monster after making a wish to fulfill his heart's greatest desires. It's rated R for some disturbing violence. It's a horror, mystery, and thriller. Directed by David Charbonnier, Justin Powell. Produced by Ryan Scaringe, Megan Weinstein, and Carter Armstrong. Written by David Charbonnier and Justin Powell. It's also limited in theaters. It's 1 hour and 22 minutes long. Some of the cast and crew: John Erickson as the Djinn escaped convict, Donald Pitts as the Djinn old man, Tevi Poe as the Djinn mom, Rob Brownstein as dad, Ezra Dewey as Dylan. And this one's available for rent on Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Vudu, Microsoft Store, and DirecTV. High Ground. 88% on tomato meter, 73% on the audience score. Travis never thought he would cross paths again with Australian ingenious Gutjik, who he saved the life of this young child from the killings of the white men. Back from the First World War, ex-sniper Travis recruits Gutjuk, now 19, to track down his uncle, the leader of the Aboriginal mob that terrifies the territory. Travis has no choice but to trust the young Aboriginal and teach him to survive, while Gutjuk must take his life in his hands if he wants to find his place in between the white men and the Aborigines. It is an adventure drama produced by Maggie Miles and Greer Simpkin. It's also limited in theaters. It's 1 hour and 44 minutes long by Maxo, Savage Films, and Bunya Productions. Some of the cast and crew: Aaron Pedersen as Walter. It's the only one that kind of gives me. Okay. And this one, you can rent or buy on Apple iTunes, Amazon Video, Fandango Now, Vudu, and Redbox. Or you can also buy it on Google Play and YouTube. The Get Together. 90% on tomato meter, 92% on audience score. The lives of four 20-somethings intertwined over the course of one Friday night house party in this inventive and hilarious coming-of-age comedy. August, a quirky recent college grad struggling to find her footing in a new town, discovers her roommate and only friend has different plans for the future that don't include her. Damien and Betsy, a cute couple returning to Austin, bump into an old friend of Betsy's who invites them out to the party, upending Damien's secret plan to propose. Caleb, a directionless musician whose life unravels after letting go of the love of his life, suddenly gets a second chance when he runs into her at the party. Each character attempts to navigate the often difficult and hilarious problems that come with growing up in the modern world. It's a comedy produced by John Michael Simpson. It's 1 hour and 14 minutes long by One Chameleon Entertainment and 3 Hair Productions, and Riot Studios. And it's got Stephanie Hunt in it. Alright, and it's available for rent or buy on Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, Microsoft Store, and DirecTV. Alright, the last one, The Killing of Two Lovers. 92% on tomato meter, 59% on the audience score. This movie follows David, who desperately tries to keep his family of 6 together during a separation from his wife, Nikki. They both agree to see other people, but David struggles to grapple with his wife's new relationship. It's rated R for language. It's a drama directed by Robert Michaelian, produced by Malia Lidenthal and Scott Christopherson. Written by Robert Michaelian. It's limited in theaters also. It's 1 hour and 25 minutes long by Back 40 Pictures and Odd Man Out Cinema. Some of the cast and crew: Ezra Graham is in it, Ari Graham is in it, Avery Pizzuto as Jess, Chris Coy as Derek, Sapita Moafi as Nikki, and Clayne Crawford as David. And this one, you can rent it on FlixFlame, or you can also rent or buy it on Amazon Video, Google Play, YouTube, Fandango Now, Vudu, Microsoft Store, Redbox, and DirecTV. Alright, well that's it. That's coming out streaming the week of May the 14th. Have fun watching the movies. This show is brought to you by Heartland Production Entertainment. If you'd like to help to make the show better, go to patreon.com/heartlandpae.